Thanks to dbrand for sponsoring our CES coverage this year. Check out their awesome skins at the link below. Here we are in the Acer booth, and here it is, in the flesh. The laptop that many would have called impossible. But I, now that I've seen that it is indeed possible, would simply call very, very, very highly improbable. This is it. It is a 21-inch laptop with a curved 2560 by 1080 120 hertz display, a Cherry MX Brown mechanical keyboard with full individually controlled and backlit RGB lighting, a right-handed, right-sided touchpad, oh, look at that! It can also have a number pad that is also individually lit, but regrettably not Cherry MX Brown key switch. I mean, Acer, you guys gotta get your stuff together here. I mean, these aren't even mechanical keys. And it's got a balls-to-the-wall I/O, including a couple USB 3s on the right, a Kensington lock. You lock this baby up, because otherwise someone's gonna walk off with it and gain a few pounds of arm bulk in the process. I mean, look at my arms. I'm not flexing, I'm just holding the laptop. We got 2 more USB 3s on the left, dedicated headphone and microphone audio jacks, an SD card reader, and oh, this is where it gets real, right around the back here, where you got 2 power plugs in for 2 330-watt bricks. More on that later. Gigabit Ethernet, Thunderbolt 3.2, DisplayPort 1.2's, HDMI 2.0, and a whole lot of ventilation. So why does it need 5 fans and 9 internal heat pipes? That's a great question. It comes down to specs. Inside the Predator 21X, you will find a Core i7-7820HK, that is an overclockable chip. Acer didn't give any specific reason why they didn't just go with a desktop chip, like I've seen done in these kinds of machines before, but there you go. It's got 64 gigs of DDR4 dual channel memory, 2 GTX 1080s and SLI each with 8 gigs of GDDR5X. It's got a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD RAID 0 configuration with a 1 terabyte hard drive. That is actually the memory, and all the drive slots are pretty easy to get at, so you've got a couple more spare SATA M.2 slots available, and the CPU and GPU are both overclockable. But what does that overclocking translate to? Well, our benchmark results actually went down in Unigine Valley, but I think that speaks to the pre-production nature of this machine, not to the insufficient thermals, because the temperatures of the GPUs while running these tests were flipping unbelievable. We're not even reaching the 80-degree limit of a GTX 1080. So I would expect that, even though they don't have any details for me at this time, these might even be full TDP 1080s. In a laptop form factor, though it would be fairly generous to call this a laptop form factor. There's only one configuration, the highest end configuration, but quite frankly, I agree with Acer's decision. As much as consumer choice is important, quite frankly, I think anyone spending $8,000 on a laptop is probably willing to spend $9,000 on a laptop, because they're going for the best of the best, and that's what this puppy is gonna cost you, at least in the US. So, wow, that is a thing. It's real. It is not a PR stunt. I mean, it might still be a PR stunt, but it's a real one that you can actually hold. I mean, look how thick this thing is. So thanks for watching our coverage of the Predator 21X here at the Acer booth at CES 2017, and a huge shout out to our sponsor for this video, dbrand. If you guys are thinking, gee, my device looks kind of cool and it's like kind of scratch resistant, but it could be a lot better, dbrand is the solution. They've got a ton of authentic 3M vinyl wraps in many different colors and designs, and they are sized perfectly to fit your device, whether it's a game console, phone, or a laptop, whatever the case may be. Check it out over at dbrand.com. We're going to have that linked in the video description.